Hi all, welcome to the video lecture series of Object-Oriented Programming. In this video lecture, we'll be discussing about the topic abstract classes. We will see what are abstract classes, what is the importance of a class being an abstract class. We are going to discuss all these things. First of all, we will define an abstract class. A class which is declared with the abstract keyword. We call such classes as an abstract class. This is the most simple definition of an abstract class. That means if we declare a class as abstract, that means if you are declaring a class by using the abstract keyword, we call those classes as abstract classes. So what is the specialty of declaring a class with abstract keyword? There must be some difference between normal classes and abstract classes. Otherwise, there is no need of writing this extra keyword abstract, isn't it? So what's the difference between normal class and abstract classes? An abstract class can have abstract methods and non-abstract methods. Okay, so it's they mentioned there in within brackets. That means non-abstract methods means methods with the body. We all know that for a method there are two parts. What they are: method header and method body. Method header explains the method return type, method name, the parameter list. That portion of the method is known as the method header, and the lines of code that we write within that pair of curly brackets, that is known as the body of the method. So it's mentioned there, non-abstract methods are methods with the body. So what does abstract methods means? Abstract method means methods without body. So that means in an abstract class there can be methods with body and without body. That's a major difference between abstract classes and normal classes, because we know that a class is a collection of variables and methods. It's like a blueprint or template. So far we have discussed classes with methods having their own body, right? But an abstract class is a class that is declared by using an abstract keyword. Along with that, it can contain both abstract methods and non-abstract methods. Now we want to know what is an abstract method, how to write that, right? So a method which is declared by using abstract keyword and does not have any implementation. That means a method which is declared by using the keyword abstract and that the method does not have a body, then we will call that method as abstract. Okay, in other words, we can say that if you want to make a method an abstract method, we have to declare that method by using the keyword abstract, and if we declare a method by using the keyword abstract, we cannot write the body of that method. Once we have declared a method by using the abstract keyword, it is not possible to write a single line of code inside the body. The method cannot have any body if it is declared as an abstract method. Okay, we will see an example now. See this: abstract void print status. As you can see, we have used the keyword abstract here just before the return type, and then we have mentioned the method name and that pair of parentheses which includes where we can write the list of parameters, and see, we have used the semicolon. The semicolon is part of this abstract method. We all know the meaning of semicolon, right? When we write a program in Java as well as in C programming, semicolon means that is the end of that line. So here when we wrote this semicolon, that means the method ends here. That means there is no body for this method. This method have only method name, the return type, and in this case there are no parameters, but it is possible to write parameters also, the list of parameters inside this pair of parentheses. But since it is declared as abstract, I cannot include a single line of code into its body. So such methods are known as abstract methods. We have defined abstraction before when we discussed about the object-oriented programming features or concepts. Abstraction is a process of hiding the implementation details and showing only the functionality to the user. So you can look at here, we are only displaying the name of the method. There is no body, right? We are not showing a single line of code. So that is hiding the implementation. We don't know how this method is going to work. We are not showing that implementation part here. We are only showing the name of the method. So that means we are hiding the implementation. Okay. Now what's the purpose of an abstract class? An abstract class needs to be extended. Where we will use this keyword extended or extends? We use it in inheritance and its method implemented. That means we cannot create objects of an abstract class. An abstract class is created such that it can act as a parent class to so many other classes. An abstract class is created so that it can act as a parent class to so many other classes. That is what we mean by abstract class needs to be extended. So when an abstract class is inherited by other class, it is the responsibility of the child class to provide the body of the abstract methods inside this abstract class. For example, if I have declared a class and this method is inside that class, then that class is abstract class and this is the abstract method. This method does not have a body. Now it is the responsibility of that class which inherits the given class, the parent abstract class, to implement the method, implement this method, because this method does not have a body inside the parent class. So the child class who inherits the abstract class needs to provide the body. Now when we are asked to write an abstract class, we have to take care of few things. We have to remember few points. They are, first of all, an abstract class must be declared with an abstract keyword. If we want to declare a class as abstract, we have to use the abstract keyword. Second point to remember is it can have abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods. Now we know what is an abstract method and non-abstract methods. So an abstract class can contain both abstract as well as non-abstract. It can. That means it's not compulsory to have non-abstract methods. An abstract class can contain only abstract methods, and it may contain so many abstract methods and just one non-abstract method. That's also possible. Okay, but generally when we declare a class as an abstract, there will be at least one abstract method in that. Okay, that's second point to remember. Third point to remember is it cannot be instantiated. That means we cannot create objects of abstract classes. Instantiated means we cannot create objects. Cannot be instantiated means we cannot create objects. So that's an important point that you have to remember. Next point is it can have constructors as well as static methods. Okay, we know what are constructors as well as static methods. Then the last point to remember is it can have final methods. We have discussed about the keyword final and how to use it with inheritance in the last video lecture. It is used to prevent method overriding. So when we declare a method as final, it forces the subclass not to change the body of the method. So if we declare a method as final within the parent class, then the child classes cannot modify the lines of code that we have written inside that method. So the same method written inside the parent class will be available in all the child classes. If we want to create such methods, we can declare such methods as final in the parent class. So these are the 5 points that we have to remember when we declare an abstract class, when we have to use abstract classes. This is an example showing the working of abstract class. We have declared the class bank as abstract by using the abstract keyword. So inside this class bank there is only one method, but that is abstract. See, there is no body. We have used a semicolon here soon after the pair of parentheses. There are no pair of curly brackets here. That means this method does not have a body. Now we are going to inherit this class. So class SBI extends bank. So SBI is the child class of class bank. So due to inheritance, this method will be available here. But since this method is abstract, this method does not have a body. So there is no meaning in getting that method from the parent class, right? SBI will get this method from the parent class bank due to inheritance, but since this method does not have any body, there is no meaning in getting that method from the parent class. So now it is the responsibility of the child class SBI to give some implementation, to give some body, to give some lines of code to the body of that method, So it writes this method and opens a pair of curly brackets and writes certain lines of code. Similarly, now PNB extends bank. So PNB is also a child class of class bank. Again, it is a responsibility of this child class to give the implementation of this method get rate of interest. Okay, so that's is another example of an abstract class. So an abstract class can contain non-abstract methods, constructor, etc. So here bike is an abstract class. Here it has got a constructor, an abstract method named run, and a non-abstract method named change gear. Why it is non-abstract? Because this method has got a body. And see, class Honda extends bike. So now Honda is the child class of bike. So it is a responsibility of this class to provide the implementation of the abstract method, which is run. By inheritance, Honda will get the method change gear. Okay, and we know that whenever we create an object of class Honda, we have to use the constructor of class Honda. Then naturally or automatically the constructor of class bike also will be invoked, that we have seen in the calling order of constructors. So here run is the only abstract method, so it is a responsibility of class Honda to provide the implementation of that method here. So class Honda implements that method. What happens if the child class does not implement the abstract method from the parent class? In that case, some error, an error will be generated. So if the child class is not interested to implement the abstract method that it got from the parent class, then this child class also must be declared as an abstract. That is compulsory. That means if the child class is extending an abstract class, then definitely this child class must provide the implementation of the abstract method inside the parent class. But if it is not interested to give implementation to the abstract method, then this class again has to be declared as abstract by using the abstract keyword. I hope it's clear. We shall conclude now. So we defined an abstract class, then we defined an abstract what's an abstract method, and we differentiated between abstract method and non-abstract methods. Then how to write an abstract class by using abstract keyword, then what's an abstract method, and how we can inherit an abstract class, and what are the points that we have to remember when we use an abstract class. That's all in this video lecture. Thank you so much.